Yes, my people, welcome back with our update as we take the go. Now, they say that the governor of Ebonyi State, will be Dev Umahi, has come out again to blow hot. He say Igbos are not going anywhere. Say Biafra, you know, go get ahead. Say nobody goes anywhere. Everybody die here. Oh God. Una they see am for screen there, so see am here. For those of una we no know what they talk about, look at it. Biafra, Igbos not leaving Nigeria. Umahi says, you don't go meet Buhari. See, you see our problems. No be the Fulani be the main problem. Now our people they sell us to the Fulanis. In case you don't know, we know they direct this anger to the Fulanis. If you can be able to curb these homemade problems, then outsiders will flee. But now these ones they invite within the killers, they come house. Tell them, say, oh yeah, Muna, come and deal with them. They want to leave Nigeria. We are not ready to leave. That is where the problem is. See our Mbazlika Amechi now. He also said that we are not leaving Nigeria. Then you will compare it with what Paayo Adebanjo of Yoruba side is saying. Look at here. They said that Oyo State reintroduces, what do I call it? History into their curriculum. See here, now be this one. So, look here. Look at it. Oyo government returns history to public schools curriculum, distributes over 4,000 and something books, textbooks to students. Meaning they read, they know their history. But our own Igbo land, our own nefulefus, not just full everywhere, both from top to bottom. Adam, let us look at it quickly before time go leave us waka come out. Igbos not leaving Nigeria in the name of Biafra. Dave Umahi says that we must remain there. Oh God. Ebonyi State Governor Dave Umahi said, despite the agitation for Biafra, Igbos will remain in Nigeria. Umahi spoke to State House correspondent at the presidential villa on Tuesday, News Agency of Nigeria report. The visit was to thank the failed president of the country, Muhammadu Buhari, for his 2-day walking trip to Ebonyi on May 5th and 6th. Umahi said the people were happy with the Nigerian leader and appreciate his visit. He dismissed the insinuation that the people of the Southeast were no longer interested in Nigeria. So I want to use this opportunity to tell you, Dave Umahi, that you can speak for yourself and your family, speak for your wife and your children. You don't have that right to speak for everybody. If you are so sure of what you are saying, then conduct a referendum. Let people decide the same way you people want to conduct elections. Conduct referendum. Let people decide. You don't have that right. So anybody who is believing this day Umahi is doing that at his own peril. Buhari, if you like, believe him. If anybody who have sense knows who have sense, we know that he's talking out of sense too. That he doesn't know what. You cannot decide for everybody. Our situation, our cases are different. Speak for yourself. Don't speak for Igbos. Speak for Dave Umahi and family, not even for Ebonyi State. You can't even defend Ebonyi. Ebonians have their own right to speak. Now, if you want to vote now, you only vote as one Dave Umahi. You are not going to vote as a Ebonyi State. Lie. You are not going to vote as everybody in Ebonyi State. Now, the governor stated that Igbos were not in support of any form of agitation or plans to succeed. Una they see the where our problem lies. Una they see them. So if there is any slightest opportunity and there is any foreign body who is asking questions, we are seeing some things on television. What are they doing? Are they seeking for Biafra? Do they want to secede? Do they want to leave Nigeria? These are the people who will go there and tell them lie that they are doing party. They are doing some sort of ceremonies. They are, this is why this Biafra, it go hard. Until such people are cleared. If you don't clear them, you are not going anywhere. Now, so we go they struggle. Until this kind of people, we push them come out. You push them from Ebonyi State now. All of them goes to Abuja and stay. then you own the land. That is when you can decide. They will now ask him there, say, why did you leave your government house and run to this Abuja? You can no longer go back. That is when he will be forced to say the truth. He will no longer say it is a party. But as far as these governors, the economies are still booming, the oil they are still making is still booming, then know it that it go hard before we can break away from this Nigeria, because the people at the top, the governors, the senators, the House of Reps members who are supposed to represent us, they are the ones sabotaging this struggle, telling you that Igbos does not understand what you are talking about, Biafra or secession. I don't hear them by myself. Now, I have always said it that we are not totally in support of agitation to succeed. We want to belong to the Nigerian nation. As the chairman of the Southeast Governors Forum, I have publicly said it. I have defended it. I don't care about the attacks and those who have taken to the politics of the matter in our place. What I've said is what we stay. He's the chairman of the Southeast leaders. So this is what he's been briefing the international community. This is what he's been briefing everybody who has come in to question. Even as that UN chief came to Nigeria, in case he has asked any question, who is the chairman of this region? Dave Umahi will bust out. And they say, we are seeing some agitation and some people are being killed. He say, no, it's a clash. The Igbos are not interested in leaving Nigeria. We want to stay here. We want to die here. And the person will say, of course, you know that there is a lot of compromise. That will give the person the opportunity to say, oh, that's good, no problem, bye-bye. And they will continue to struggle, will continue to agitate, because the people who are supposed to say it to the international community have taken bribe and they are enjoying money that they are looting. It doesn't concern them. But waiting they vex me, now me and you, we suppose don't do something serious about these people. But we still dey here, they play hanky-panky with them. We still dey here. If this one now talk something tomorrow, we go say, hey, don't try, including our leaders in this. These people, they need total condemnation. You don't have any business with them because they don't mean well for you. They cannot speak for you. They speak for themselves and also use it to rub on the general public, on our own opinion, based on the way politics works. Ademma, it's a shame that we have ended up into this kind of situation. Now, before I play you this video here, where this man was begging Buhari to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let me tell you about this history. Then we'll talk about this. Oyo government reintroduces history in public schools, distributes over 4,950 textbooks. That's almost 5,000 textbooks. The Oyo State government has directed all public primary schools in the state to immediately implement the teaching of history as an independent subject starting from the third term of 2021-2022 academic session. The executive chairman of Oyo State Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB, Dr. Nureni Aderemi Adenira, made this known on Monday in Ibadan while monitoring schools' resumption. Adenira commended the massive turnout of pupils in public primary schools and said the reintroduction of history in school is in line with the new education policy of the state government. Is our own people doing it? They are not doing it. Our history now is Olago Kanai, and nobody is talking about it. All the books that are supposed to tell us who we are and how we got to where we are today, they don't want anybody to see it. And the leadership of this struggle, that is what you are supposed to implement. As you don't ban Fulani cows now, good and fine. Then you also tell schools, we are printed these textbooks, and every school must have it in Biafra land. Every school must have it. You distribute it to them, because we are in a struggle, and this struggle needs a lot of enlightenment. Yes, any school will no agree do this thing, then you go Abuja, go they study for there. Now so it be, because the people owns the land and they decide what happens. But we have radio station, or everybody need a radio station. What about the children? You have to bring them up with this development. This is history. You give them this history in abundance. Forget about this failed government in charge of the Southeast. Now, he also appreciated the leadership of the Universal Basic Education Commission, Abuja, for the technical support received, as well as the supply of textbooks. Now, the government of Oyo State, now in Lake Abuja, said, oh yeah, do it for us. And they did it because it's in the Constitution. It is not, they are not teaching war, they are not teaching battles, they are teaching you history. It's not a bad thing. But our own people, we never do it. Then it is left for us to do it, to implement it. That is how it's supposed to be. Now, the Oyo State Suburb Chairman said over 4,950 history textbooks are being distributed to public and primary schools in the state, adding that it will give pupils a proper understanding of the nation's history. That is what we are also supposed to do in our own side, the Biafran side. He indicated that the curriculum would enable pupils to appreciate history as an instrument of national integration, and it would allow pupils to know the country's history. It's so. The Oyo suburb boss, an education expert, amazed Oyo suburb workers and teachers by teaching pupils. He said he was optimistic that the curriculum will equip the younger generation with the knowledge of the past. He further asserted that the importance of history to nation building, patriotism, and human development could not be overemphasized. Adeniro appreciated the heads of public primary schools across the state who has started the academic activities immediately, saying idleness of teachers' pupils would not be tolerated. This is how the Oyo State, Ibadan, and that is how they are developing their people, equipping them, because this knowledge is power. When you tell us how we take come about now, it will help even we now, because some of us, we don't even know much about history, because we were not taught. How far today? You are teaching us the history of Bible, but you can't teach history of how you got to where you are today. Everything about Bible, you can quote it, but you cannot quote our own. You cannot. Some of us cannot quote when the Civil War was fought. We just hear now for radio and TV. When we were in the primary schools, those books are supposed to be there. So what are we doing? This is what we are supposed to do. Emphasize. Since there is radio enlightening people on the Biafran agitation, then there should be textbooks too that will be shared at different schools. Give it to the teachers. Tell the governors to implement it. If they don't implement it, then they go collect. That's the only way to move. But if we just relax, for radio, how many people get radio? People will not get light. And the battery, they want buy, come they listen to. Easy. So follow every corner, every angle necessary and possible to, teach our people how we came about and how we got to where we were today. You get the point now? Listen to this man and listen to the Yoruba man. Then you see that our own people are cowards.
Let me assure you, Mr. President, that you are accepted here. You are the president of this country, elected by the people of this country. Your election was doubted, and eventually the court confirmed your election. So you were elected not by the people only, but by the highest court of the land. You are president in every respect, and you have not been discriminatory to us here. I can only ask you for one thing, Mr. President, as an elder. As I told you on the 18th of November last year, I want to see peace in this country before I join my ancestors. I want to see peace in the Southeast, particularly where there is all sorts of crisis. And something that will lead to that peace, that will help us to settle that peace, is just around the corner. And I ask you, Mr. President, give me the mandate, give me the person I want. and I'll give you peace. I will give you peace. I guarantee you that, Mr. President. We say in Igbo land that a madman is owned by people. If somebody was bad yesterday, and on guarantee of elders like me and others, I will bring him out. Father, that will create more peace in this country. Help us to give the peace, and I'll give you the peace in part of this country, and also in Nigeria, because I'm a Nigerian. I took part in the struggle for independence of this country. At the age of 23, I went to prison in the hands of Great Britain. My second imprisonment was at the age of 23 with Tony Inahura and others. I am part of this country, and I'm not going to leave the country. I will die a Nigerian, and we handed over peace to you. I'm not going to die until we find that peace.
And that's why I criticize some of your leaders when they said they were begging Buhari to go and release Nnamdi Kanu. And I said, what has he done for saying he wants the independence of his people? The Irish people who have been together since 1707, they say they still want to break from Great Britain. Their leader is sitting in the same parliament with the Prime Minister now. They are arguing together. What has happened in Nigeria? You go and relay the man, you commit murder, you commit high robbery, you commit banditry, and to the extent you banned him. Is that democracy? Is that the man who says he's born again Democrat? Let us tell him the problem in the country today is Buhari. And until he goes away, there will be no peace.
Una don't hear him, Abi. The problem we have today is Buhari. Until he leaves that office, peace no good day here. So you see the difference. That one now is dragging, we want to die Nigerian. Every time on I want die Nigerian, not die Nigerian. If you leave and we see Biafra, na bad thing, Basilica Amechi, na bad thing. Every time we want to die Nigerian, una no go talk diplomatically. Say, this country is not moving forward. If it can't work that we stay together, then let us divide it. Nobody is coming to arrest Basilica Amechi at his age because of what he said. He spoke truth. They look him there. Nobody go flog him. Nobody go beat him. You can't imprison him. So it's the time to speak truth to power. If with his age is the best time. But you see them begging Buhari, answering Nigeria, we no get head. We now go stand bold with the opportunity that we will be young ones. Now they die. When we don't old, when I go there. They do word, peta, they pet words. No time for petting. Tell this failed government that we don't want to again. We want to go home. I think that's what the people are demanding. And you people have seen it. Stop pampering this upon corner sorok. Beg God, don't tire all this kind of thing. The verse person, but Shame I no verse before I change my mind. Don't go another news, I beg.